quick update. A couple things. One, kind of threw a switch in back here, but two big things have happened. One, I moved the overpass here down this way a little bit, back towards Robbins. And one of the things I always wanted to do on the lower deck was to have a pulpwood loading operation they're ubiquitous across the South, and a lot of times they're just temporary. They just throw a little siding in somewhere, and they load pulpwood there until the tract ran out, and then they'd yank up the siding and move on. So I've swung the track out, added a turnout, threw this siding in. I think I'm going to leave here. It's the Robbins is effectively on that wall, at least in my head, and then got a nice separation with the overpass here, and then this will be the only thing over here, and then that turnout. This turnout's always been here. This comes around. There's again some sort of warehousey beer distribution, but I'm going to put a scrapyard down here on this end. Decent little space here. Probably throw another turnout in, get 2 tracks in there. I literally just piled up some old junk stuff here just for the, be able to say, yep, that's a scrapyard. So that's the, I believe what's going to end up going there. There was one south on the line that would have gone south down to Birmingham, that I was planning on actually having on the layout, and this will take the place of that. So that's what this area now looks like, with Robbins over there, this pulpwood operation. There's no structures to it really. There might be like a shack and just there's lots of pulpwood laying around and some pulpwood loading stuff, and then come back this way with that scrapyard on the end there. We swing that down this way. I've been hard at it with some, change that around a little bit. That road's going to basically follow that right back there and disappear behind the trees. This is grout. Trying that out a little bit. This building up, I haven't quite. This is actually what sits here. So kind of threw that up there. Trying to figure out how I'm going to fit that in there. Got this Cumbia. Kind of carved that out right there. Let those houses sit flat. Painted that up a little bit. Added some more foliage and stuff in there. None of it's glued down because it's all going to come up when the track gets put down. And then the other big thing is I've changed this up. And again, this curve is broad enough, but the 2 inside curves were crazy narrow. And so I've said, you know what? Let's just go back. I think I had a prior layout, lay down a mock-up of this that had the track kind of like this. And so this actually makes this track radius a little broader, and definitely makes the 2 inside now. Now the very inside one, again, the only thing that's ever going to be on that's the coal train, an empty coal train waiting to go in. So that'll just sit there. So that radius is fine for those hoppers. But again, you're going to have some 2FC or some 86-foot box cars that may end up on this track here. So I definitely needed to open the radius of that track up a little bit. I think I was able to do so with moving that. So that looks like that. And again, this is still, the space in here is prototypically, it's accurate for what's for real. Kind of been over here poaching turnouts, trying to making the other what work over there. So again, just working on trying to broaden the radius of this outside track and this inside track here as much as possible. And right now I'm running it like this, and I think we'll see how long this lasts. Something that jumps out at me. I'll probably add a little bit of width right here because that's just real tight or too close to the edge, just right there. So probably bring this out just a little further, right through here, and then just maybe a little further right through here, just so that there's enough space that anything falling off, falling over, doesn't just fall off the layout altogether. But again, until I narrow, get this to the point where it's like, yep, this is definitely the final layout here. This it'll sit like this. So anyway, so again, short thing, but again, fairly decent sized changes. But again, when you get to use some of the track that I use, this micro engineering that'll hold a curve without too much of an issue. Again, this is that grout surface. Just some guys on the rail wire have played with it and had some good effects. So I just threw some down just to see what it did. It's interesting. I'm gonna keep playing with it. I'm trying to we'll see where it ends up. But I definitely am progressing, and it's definitely changing a little bit. I just don't know if I'm gonna keep it here like this. I may move pulpwood loading back down here and just make this, make that there. I don't know. So I'm gonna see how this runs, see how it looks as things, trains move through the scenes, and then we'll make. But again, that's it's iterative design, kind of like Elon Musk and SpaceX. You try it, if it blows up, you figure out why it went wrong, and then change it and try it again. All right. Once again, update from Southern Railway Memphis Division, 1975-ish.